What's up, everyone? It's me, CN.TSUKAIMA, and welcome to CN Figures. Figures in your house. And for this tour review, we're gonna look at the God of War 2 action figure Kratos with the Ares armor by NECA. I really miss this figure. If some of you did not watch that last toy hunt when I went to Frankenstein's, that I kind of had this figure before, and I kind of bought it for my little brother back around 2008, I believe, when the Extreme Toys were selling these figures at the store. And this version is a classic. And I prefer these ones than the new ones that NECA made from God of War 4. Because these guys, they have a bunch of great design, sculpting, great accessories, and everything. And I'm so happy because I finally got this figure once again. It only cost me 15 bucks, but I did some type of trading, I believe, and they gave me a discount, so I give them 20 bucks, and they let me take this figure with the other one that I bought from Power Rangers like in collection. But enough chit chatting. You can see the figure right inside, looking very sick. Right there in the top, there's the name of the game. And right there in the bottom, we get a picture of the figure and with the name of the character. And there's really nothing in this side. But in this side, we get a picture of the figure. And we get more pictures in the back side of the package. And you can see you can do some poses. And there's really nothing in the top side or in the bottom side. So enough chatting. Let's take him out. Before I get in with the review, this is a quick update on my Street Fighter figure Remy, that I forgot to show you some few things, and he does has waist articulation. Well, not waist, but torso articulation. You see, you can bend his torso back and front. You can hear that crutch. And I forgot to show you that it does has a little bit of yellow right in the inside, where it's that little small dot. That's a little bit of yellow it has, and a little bit more in the inside. And I forgot, like, the wrinkles are a little bit sculpted. And right here they add a little bit dark color around here in this part is pants. And you can see the pockets right there in the back side of his pants, and they do have a small detail in each pocket. And here's the God of War out of his package. Do it again. And here's the God of War out of his package. And I don't know what I'm feeling right now. Is that I had this toy once and now I have it again. And look, all this great work that NECA had done back in the days when this game came out in 2007. And I kind of remember it. They were announcing on the commercials. And that was the time that I discovered God of War. I never knew about God of War since 2007 from that one commercial. And one of my local Curaçaos, if you don't know what's a Curaçao, it's a store that is only here in Los Angeles, that I saw a bunch of kids, a bunch of people were playing the first part and the second part right inside the store. And when I was watching it, it was awesome. And so awesome that I want to buy the game. But look how great this figure is. I totally forgot all this nice detail he has on his armor, and especially the paints that he has around his head. Starting off with the accessory he comes with, and we get this stand, and there's not that much to talk about. It's all colored black, and there's the pig, so you can attach it on the figure. And I don't know why they give the stand to this figure, because this figure can stand up very well without this. For this figure, we get the Blade of the Olympus. How much I miss this piece. I totally forgot how amazing it is. I love the detail, the design, the features, everything. And I don't know where to begin. Well, I do like the gold color we get right here in this part in both sides, and we do get this detail in both sides as well, and we get bunch of silver color all around here. But this may be an old figure, but you have to keep the accessories away from kids because right here in the top it is kind of pointy, so still, so keep this away from kids, all right? But look in the bottom part, all this is massive. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to say about this. This is so amazing. They just nailed it on this part, and we get some faces around here, like both sides, and also right here in the bottom. All that looks amazing, and we get more white color around in this part, and a little bit more, and we do get more detail right there in the bottom of this blade. And here are the blades of Athena. And these, they also look great. And I'm gonna show you one because they both share the exact same paint, the exact same design, like right here in the middle with this light colored blue that we get. And we get a bunch of sculpting around here in the bottom, and also right here in the top. And you can see right here it has a face of a skull. All that looks so sick. They also nailed it on these blades. Look at this great work. And we get some melting paints right here in the back side of this blade with this light color brown, I believe. I don't know what color it is, but it does has a bunch of black faded colors. And you can see the fangs right here and the nose and the eyes right there. And look, they added some spikes right there in the middle and more chain detail right here. And here's Kratos again. And I don't know where to begin because I kind of miss everything what this figure had. Well, I think I'm gonna start up with his signature beard right there in the bottom of his chin. And the added dark colored black right there on his beard. And we do get a lot bunch of wrinkles in the face. And I don't know what type of sculpt they use to make the head of this figure, because I do like how it looks. You can see his teeth right there and his lips. Well, I think they're kind of like kind of grayish color, but the nose looks okay. And we get his signature scar right here on his eye, and also the signature of this tattoo. I don't know what is this, because I always thought that this might be a tattoo they put on. I'm not so sure, but we do get the signature with the red paint, just how you see it on the game. And we get more faded color here in both sides of his head. And not bad how they done with the ears and everything. And it's kind of smooth. And there's really nothing in the backside of his head. Well, we do get more sculpting right there in the back of his neck. Wow. This is massive that he has right there on the back of his armor. Look at this great work it has all around. I love this gold color, and we do get a little bit black faded, and you can see a face right in there. I think this might be an animal or beast that Ares had killed before. I'm not so sure about that, but they just nailed it. I really miss seeing this part of the figure. And also right here we get more gold color, more black color around. We can see the muscles of the armor, and we can see texture around the biceps, and also right here on the neck. And right here the gold color is a little bit dark, and right here is so brush, like they just brush it down. And I don't know what kind of color. I don't know what kind of color this is. Could be dark red mixed with brown, but this looks great. And we get more darker colored gold around here. But look at these. Oh my gosh, these are so amazing. And we get more design right around here. In these parts, you can bend it just a little bit. And I don't think you should move these because the first figure I had, this part kind of fell off. So be careful how you move that. And look at that. We get his signature chains just like how you see it on the game. We get more faded color with some detail and some gold color, I believe. And we get more the exact same colors right here, like just like here in the shoulders. But you can see it has some wrinkles and they added some black color. You can see the knuckles there. And we get more wrinkles around this part, and it's also sculpted. I really miss seeing this design. And we get these type of buckles all around here, and it does has a little bit of brown mixed with red color. Let me see in the back. Well, we don't get that much in the back, but all this is so good. I can feel all this brushing, where's the wrinkles parts, and more good detail right here in the back. And you can see a bunch of bumps on this side, more texture on his armor pants. And look at the, well, I'm not sure what are these, but I'm gonna call it boots for meantime. And we get more gold color, black faded color as well, more chains right there. And look at his toes. They just done it a pretty good job with the sculpting and with the little bit of white faded paint. And we do get some detail in each foot around. I almost forgot to show you around the back of his hands, like all the fingers, the thumbs, the work, and it does has a little bit texture. And right here in the back side of his armor, you can see some muscles. And this looks like an actual spine from a skeleton's, well, from a skeleton. And this is sick, I have to say. I believe he's also a half statue because we don't get that much points of articulation, but this figure came out so good. So let's get on with his articulation. Starting up with this head, wow. They just nailed it right here because I can feel a bunch of smoothness in the top and also around the both sides of his head. Okay, so you can move his head side to side, complete rotation. He can look down a little bit. He looks up straight, and he doesn't have, well, he does have that little bibbit. See? Head bibbit. You can open his arms as much. You can rotate them just back and front. And we do get some bicep swivel. We don't get any double jointed around the arms, but you can bend them just a little bit. But we do get some swivel on the wrist and a little bit of bibbit, but no rotation here around the gauntlet. And we don't get any torso articulation at all, just some waist. And I don't think his legs might have some points of articulation. Maybe he does, but only a little bit. And I think you need to be careful how you move this figure because any type of movement can cause the figure to break, like an arm or a leg. So be careful with that. So he can barely move his legs just a little bit. No double jointed at all, but we do get some rotation on the leg. He can barely open his legs this much. And we do get some ankle articulation right there, but no extra articulation where his open toes are. Comparing size, but first let's see how tall this figure stands. I think he stands just exactly 7.5 inches tall. Here he is with the other God of War figures. We got the God of War Ares from the Marvel Legends and Kratos from the God of War 4 saga. And you can see that he stands a little bit taller than this version, but this Kratos stands a little bit taller than this Marvel Legends Ares. And this version I refer more than this one. Well, this one does has a bunch of great work and everything, but I still prefer the old school. Here he is with my other video game figures by NECA. I got Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War and Ezio Auditore from Assassin's Creed. And you can see that Kratos stands much taller than these two figures. Here he is with more video game characters. I got my Scout figure from Team Fortress 2 and my Street Fighter figure, Remy. And you can see that Kratos stands much taller than Scout and Remy here. And I really love video games so much. Here he is with my McFarlane Toys Witcher figure and my NECA movie Twilight Jacob. And Kratos still stands much taller than these two figures right here. Here he is with my Marvel Legends Justice and my green SPD Ranger. And he still stands much taller than these two figures. Here he is with my favorite Marvel Celeste Thanos. And there you have it, guys. This figure is a classic. I don't know what year they came out, but it was awesome. I bet it came out in 2007. That was the time that the second game came out of God of War. I already finished playing all the God of War games except for the 4th. Well, the 4th I'm still playing it, but I haven't passed it yet. And the last one and the other one before the 4th part, I forgot the name of it. And those are the only God of War games I haven't played yet. But I still prefer this version of Kratos. I just like it so much. I really miss it a lot. Now I finally have it again. Everything what I show you is all the detail that I really miss on this figure. And this time I'm gonna take care of it. Even though I didn't got it from my little brother, but at least I got it for myself. Because like I said, it's a classic. And this figure, I am not gonna sell it. If you guys still have your old NECA figures from God of War, like this one and the other ones, don't sell them, alright? Keep them in your collection because these toys are hard to find right now. So please guys, don't sell your God of War figures because they are classic. Alright guys, it's all for today. So thank you for watching today's review. I hope you enjoy it. If you did, leave a like. If you want to share this video, go ahead, be my guest. Comment, but remember to not leave any offensive comments or saying bad words. If you do that, your comment will be removed from this video. And subscribe to the channel for more videos in the future. And please follow my Facebook page, CN.Figures. Follow me on Twitter and follow me on Instagram. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. So take care, be safe, keep on hunting, keep on collecting. And I'll see you next time. This is CN.TSUKAIMA and Kratos. And we're out in line.